This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any significant Cancer placement you need help with at this time. Pink full moon reading. Just going to get a card for the overall energy. We have the Chamunda. Let me find it first. There we go. All right. Her unerring instinct for spiritual protection arises spontaneously, even when we do not realize we need it. Sometimes we don't realize just how far we've become entangled in that which is not good for us. We do not realize we need Kali's powerful intervention. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Holding the space for our inner and outer conflict to be resolved involves discipline. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline needed to conquer difficult situations. She is with you now. Wild Black Chamunda is a ferocious warrior goddess. She takes her name from the Chanda and the Munda, two great demons who she defeated. Wow. Thus, her name is a symbol of gaining power. Her presence indicates that you shall not only overcome an obstacle, but gain complete mastery over the energies that gave rise to it. You shall never be troubled by it again. Swathed in the blood-red light representing her life force and power, Chamunda has multiple arms, and which indicates her divine activity. A skull and crescent moon resting atop the funeral pyre form her crown, symbolizing her status as a goddess of death and karmic retribution, which is very indicative of the overall Scorpio pink full moon. Yet she's protective, and three deeply socketed eyes are so intense that they are to burn away the evil in all worlds and dimensions. She provides protection from destructive energies, and she protects against that. Chamunda is referring to as the queen by her soul tribe, a group of ancient mother goddesses known as the Matrikas. She is the only one worshipped independently and the only one not connected to the masculine consort. She's an independent, fierce, and unique emanation of the wild feminine power of Devi, the great divine goddess. She is an expression of Kali, referred to as interchangeably with Kali Ma, and in Puranas, ancient Hindu texts that date back more than 2,000 years. The Matrikas express the consciousness that is potently protective and destructive. Depending on your actions, these beings are particularly upset by negative expressions of masculine energy. Whether expressed by a male or female human, the masculine energy can be healthy or toxic. When it is healthy, it is strong, creative, protective, and generative. When it is toxic, it is exploitative, dominating, and damaging, and seeking progress at any cost. This profoundly disruptive and rather than positive destructive power of Kali Ma is unchecked demonic destructiveness of greed. I was just thinking greed. The Matrikas are fierce, and Chamunda in particular will retaliate against toxic masculinity, causing havoc in the lives of those who live by such values. Greed is, as we've probably been noticing, it's very sad. Chamunda is worshipped as the ruler of the sacred, I won't say that. The power of the symbolic of her power over masculine energy is when the feminine has desecrated in any way. She will not hesitate to retaliate with fierce compassion, which our human perspective may seem like chaos. Yet the phallus in also a symbol of her honoring the potential power of creativity of healthy masculine energy, facilitates a safe development in a human psyche. Despite her inherent drama intensity, Chamunda is beloved by the heroic heart. She assists us when we need to find strength to overcome our psychological limitations and inertia to access, integrate, and sustain higher frequency states of being, bringing about a permanent structural change to the psyche is hard work. It requires commitment. However, bullying ourselves into difficult or applying more and more willpower only tends to create resistance and adverse reactions and exhaustion. It is more of a case of applying wisdom, finding balance between persistence, determination, and compassionate rest and release so that we can integrate and rebuild within. For some personality types, taking rest can require as much as discipline as engaging in activity. So having a schedule, sleeping. Learning to move between the two appropriate takes strength and wisdom, and mastering the balance to nudge ourselves forward in the path to facilitate change, but not so much that we feel defeated before we gain traction. It is advanced inner work. Chamunda is the power of accomplishing it. Her presence in reading is a portent of a truly exceptional breakthrough on your path, the healing of masculine energy and the protection of the sacred feminine within your heart. So it's looking that you reflect on what's going on in your life and acknowledge that maybe you do need help when you felt like you don't need any, or maybe asking for help when it's being presented to you. Because as this card states, it is almost protecting your energy and your well-being before it's too late, because maybe you don't realize that you should be making sure you keep positive people around you, your thoughts positive, and any of those who are gossiping about others while you're in your presence can also create negative energy for you, and to protect yourself from that, because maybe you've been finding yourself around a lot of people who have been engaging in he said, she said, which in turn is only pushing out negative energies, not only just towards the person being spoken about, but also towards the people with the listening ear. All right, so I will get you, Cancer, some numerology. Ooh, we're only 7 minutes in. It looks like I can actually pull tarot. Clarify Chamunda. Immediately we have the Son of Swords. So this is going to be the Page of Swords. And again, this is just kind of communicating a certain beginning and keeping your thoughts and ideas, again, in the light and quite positive. Maybe there's been people or maybe you've been even thinking, gosh, I've been really surrounded by people that aren't like me or in my energies, or man, I've been dragging a lot, and you just hadn't realized why, because you've been having maybe bad sleep patterns, and so everything seems to kind of piling on, when in actuality you just need to get some water, some rest, and just separate yourself from negative energies such as drama. But it's asking you, especially with the owl, if you see how the owl is kind of holding the sword and really getting ready to strike, is to keeping your thoughts concise and factual and with wisdom and compassion, because it just looks like, especially with this owl, with determination and a clear mind, you can accomplish your goals, especially if you're lagging coming into the pink moon out of the Mercury retrograde. But just in general, the energies are going to start shifting, and it just feels as if it's asking you to keep your mind and your home and the people that you choose to keep around in a positive light, because it's affecting you whether you realize it or not. Underneath the deck is what you don't see is the Father of Swords in reverse, and the Devil in reverse, and the Mother of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of you may be dealing with an air sign, possibly an Aquarius, possibly a Gemini, or Libra. Also a Capricorn, but it just looks like to just let go. What you don't see maybe is that, a lot of gossiping and a lot of words are being thrown out without any true thought about it. And I feel like if you can separate yourself from that and show some compassion, you can regain this independence that you had prior to what I'm assuming is a lot of negative energies and a lot of negative stresses coming your way. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for this reading. You do have, I'll get you a numerology card. We have 1551. Hold your vision. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. 1551 you may be seeing, or 1515 or 51, numerology 6. 6, 11, numerology number 3. Okay, thank you, Cancer, so much, and I'm very grateful for you to watching my videos and coming to my channel. I wish you the best, and I will see you in the near future. Thanks again.